day 15 of 30 days, and it was a doozy. Here's some of the stuff that happened.
Oh. Here, your turn.
What now?
Well, since I had Dad on these videos, I figured it was time to have you.
Oh, I get to be too.
And don't mind the low lighting. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Storms. It's kind of sprinkling, kind of a little rain. But it got dark real quick. Real quick.
Yes.
So we got out of the hospital a little earlier. I did a little work in the hospital. Mom had some tests. Is there anything you'd like to say to the internet, the fun little internet out there?
No, I think that's about it.
Are you having a good day other than
Yes, we're having a very good day, except for the rain. Except for the rain.
Yeah, we could definitely do without that.
Do without rain, yeah.
You want
Temperature has what?
Literally, the temperature has dropped 20 degrees in the last maybe 30 miles.
Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Probably the craziest I've ever seen. I'm sure the audio is getting worse with that rain in the windshield. Is there anything you want to tell the internet about me growing up?
Noah is a good kid. Perfect. Someone else thought he was so perfect they wanted to take him home.
It's true.
True.
I heard this story when I was older, that I was almost switched at birth.
Yeah, he was going to be a Timmy. A Timmy.
And I definitely don't look like a Timmy.
No Timmy.
But that didn't happen. I suppose that's going to do it for now, because the rain's picking up now, so.
Oh, good God.
Not gonna lie, as soon as we hung up the phone from that last recording, just a fucking downpour. It's been kicking off here in Iowa for about a couple hours now. Basically showed up, threw all my stuff for kamikacking in my van and hit the road. And it's still pretty much coming down. I think it's coming down from here to the Canadian border, which is a pretty significant amount. I'm not sure how good the audio is, because I'm sure you are having a tough time dealing with Odin's non-mufflered engine as well. But looking forward to tonight. Should be a fun time, minus the rain, because to hell with rain. If you know anything about me, you know that I hate, and I mean hate, getting rained on. It's like probably one of my top pet peeves. Tonight's definitely one of those moments where, oh, awesome, pretty dirty too. Fucking rain. Is one of those days where test the mettle of a man. So you got this rain to deal with. Not a fan of getting rained on. Also, I dropped my phone in a puddle, so I'm not sure how well that's gonna account for my recording ability. The audio might be very awful from this just because of that. And then getting everything loaded and trying not to ruin anything, because obviously paper, comics, prints, its natural born enemy is water. So I suppose I'm a little ways from town yet, so hopefully it stops raining in that 20 minutes or whatever. Then grab a bite to eat, get cleaned up, and get ready for the show. I might record a little bit while I'm setting up too, just bit more of what happens, what goes on. So yeah, I'll check you later.
But addiction ain't my thing. I leave my seat back, ease your mind, and I'm sure they will agree. Everybody wants to paint a picture. Everybody's got a story to tell. Everybody's on the road to nowhere. Sunday comes around, ain't no sermon to be found. I guess we're going to hear. I guess we're going to hear. I guess we're going to hear.
Rocking the original Tapestry. Listening to some good music. One of my best friends drumming. Hockey comics in the middle of a bar. It's not that bad of a place. Check this out. There'll be some more clips in here. Enjoy those. Having a good time. Hope your week's going well. I hope the audio works on this. So, love you guys.
Love you don't mind every day.
Life is chaos, as close as incarnate chaos can become. Had a fun night last night. I am of course coming from you from day 16. I'm from the future. It's mysterious and crazy here. I wanted to make a couple of quick notes on the video yesterday as I was putting it together. One, Mike's video from yesterday, check that out. He re-inks one of his drawings he did last year. I think he turned out pretty great. You can see how much he's improved in a year, and that's pretty awesome. So definitely check that out. Title cards, links down below. Yeah, he's now a quarter of the way through. How crazy is that? I'm halfway through mine. How crazy is that? In 15 days, I should have a finished issue 5, or issue 7, issue 5. The Kickstarter's kicked off as well. I'm already crossed the third of the way threshold. Gaz has finished the artwork for the standee in his own personal print. Much luck selling that at your con this weekend, buddy. He also talks about using reference for like backgrounds and stuff in his kind of method. I thought it was pretty interesting. You should definitely check that out. Link up here, link down below for all of that greatness of Gazbot. Stuff I didn't really talk about. While I took my mom to the hospital, I did work on a couple pages, penciling them. I didn't take all my art supplies, so I didn't color and whatnot. I did get 2 pages done, and when I was working the dialogue for this issue, and this is something awesome that I'm coming across, may not be other people's standards of writing and whatnot, but when I make an issue, I basically rough out the idea of what I want happen in the issue. I've got a very, very loose outline for the next half. When I started writing this whole series, I had most of the details of the end of the story done. Not many of the earlier issues planned out. Because I knew there was world building, getting you in touch with the story and whatnot. And now we're basically off to the races. I have a lot more details done for each of the issues coming up. But there's still little mysteries inside of them. Like when I was working the dialogue the other day and putting it in the roughs, there was a bit of dialogue that when I wrote it, I wasn't thinking so much about it. Like I was just trying to follow the natural flow of the issue. And then when I was penciling it yesterday, I realized that I can add a piece of dialogue that will be paid off in the later issues. So if you're paying attention now, hopefully this will come across. I think when I'll do the issue, I'll probably talk about it some more. But there's a moment that he talks about that's going to be showing up in the later issues. I think it could be a really touchstone moment. So it's added. I did the roughs or pencils a couple pages yesterday. They look awesome. I'm super stoked to where they're going. It was kind of weird sitting in the cafeteria just drawing, having doctors and whatnot watch me as I was doing it. But it's fun to do this process as loose as I've been doing it, because I'm able to find these little pieces and puzzles that I can hook together to make the story even that much better. So of course I had to deal with the rain. That was not fun. When I described it was going all the way to Canada, I live in the middle of Iowa and it was going from Nebraska. So the storm was basically encompassing 2 large states in the Midwest. It was insane. It's probably the biggest storm I've seen in quite some time. Still have no idea about the whole drop of temperature whatnot. And then got set up in the bar whatnot. Met some friends. Was bouncing around here and there. They took a few months off for summer because in a bar you don't want musicians playing because I mean it just gets way too hot. So they typically take summer off. This was the first jam night back for that. So it was a smaller crowd. Didn't get any sales, but I think the thing to keep in touch with when you do shows and whatnot is being hopeful that you'll sell something, but not necessarily. You should have in the back of your head that it might not happen, and sometimes you'll have a great night. Some nights you'll have a mediocre night, and some nights you'll make gas money to get home. Unfortunately, I didn't have any of those feelings last night, but at the end of the night, they say the 2 most honest people are drunk people and toddlers, and I was getting all my stuff packed together. You can't really tell in the video, but I have 2 totefuls, and then I have a crate full of my comics. I typically set up a table, and then I had some larger prints on display in the window. You can kind of tell that from the picture I shared too. But at the end of the night, a couple drunk ladies came up and were talking to me about how much they loved my art, and that was all I needed to make the night all right. Because drunks are very honest, and if they appreciated the art, the one had liked a few of my posts, that I put up earlier the week saying I was going to be there for Rock Night. But sometimes you don't make even enough gas money, and some kind words will do the trick for you. Drove home. The rain had subsided just a little bit. I mean, it paused so I could get everything loaded, so I didn't have to worry about the rain affecting any of my paper products and stuff. But as soon as that did, hit the road and then it started raining a little bit. Not too crazy, but just enough to be tedious, I suppose. So that's where I'm going to leave it today. I hope all your art projects are going well. I'm going to be coloring the pages I did yesterday for day 15. It's now day 16, so let's tear it up. Tomorrow's the weekend. Not sure what I'm going to get done tomorrow because, as I told you already, I am going to a birthday party, but we'll see, I suppose. There, guys. Love ya.
That is perfect.